Good morning, students. As in the previous video of this chapter, we have discussed the single column cash book, and as promised, today we will discuss the double column cash book. So, before starting anything, let me simply introduce you that what is double column cash book. So, in this type of cash book, there are two columns of amount on each side. Okay, of the cash book. In fact, nowadays bank transactions are very large. It means when only cash transactions will be there, we prepare single column cash book. But when both the transactions means cash as well as bank transactions are there, we will prepare double column cash book. Okay. In many organizations today, the cash transactions are less and the bank transactions are in greater numbers. So generally, a businessman opens a current account with the bank. Bank do not allow any interest on that. As we all know that on the current account there will not be any interest which will be given by the bank, but charge a small commission called incidental charges for the service rendered. For depositing cash check in the bank account, a firm has to be filled, which is called a pay-in slip. Okay, contains the counter folio also, which is written to the customer depositor signature for the cashier. Okay, bank issue blank checks for the account holder and withdrawing can means we can deposit and withdraw money from our account. We can deposit and withdraw money from our account. So this will be treated in the double column cash book. Now I will show you this is the format of pay-in slip. If you have deposited money in the account, you are totally aware of that. And this is check, format of check. Here the name of the receiver will be written here, the amount. Okay, so now let's moving further. Here is the format of double column cash book. Means in the debit side there are date, particular, LF, cash and bank, two columns. Same applied will be credit side, date, particular, LF, cash and bank. So because there are two columns of amount, so it will be called as double column cash book. Okay, let's move to the question. Here we can see that these are the transactions. First of all, there is bank balance and cash balance. Both the balance of first day of the month will be written in the debit side, as I have already told. So two balance BD. The balance of cash will be written in the cash column, and the balance of bank will be written in the bank column. Okay. Then same method will be applied, same format, same formula will be applied. All types of receipts will be debited and all types of payments will be credited. But we have to see that whether we are receiving money in cash or not. Okay. Here we can see in this third entry, purchase goods by check. It means we have purchased goods and we have made the payment by check. It means it is payment, so we will write it on the credit side like by purchase. And we have given the check, so amount will be deducted from the bank. Then sale of goods for cash, we have sold the goods, it means it is a receipt, and for cash, so it will be mentioned in the cash column. Okay. Next, purchase machinery by check. Again, we have purchased the machinery by check, so it is a payment, it will be shown in the credit side by machine, and we have purchased it by check, so amount will be written in the bank. Sold goods and received check deposited same day. If we have deposited the check same day, we will write the amount in bank column. And if we haven't deposited the check in the bank yet, so we will write that amount of check in the cash column. Okay, so sales and it will be in the bank column. Now, purchase of stationery by check, so by stationery and it will be mentioned there. Now come to the entry of 27 September 27, cash withdrawal from bank. Here is the cash and here is the bank. If we are withdrawing cash from bank, cash will be deducted from bank and added in the cash book. So this entry will reflect both the columns, cash and bank both. This entry will reflect both the column, cash and bank both. So we will call it contra entry. This is our cash book and this is our bank. If we are withdrawing cash or if we are depositing cash, both entries will affect both the columns. If we are withdrawing, cash column will be increased and bank column will be decreased. Vice versa, if we are depositing, cash column will be decreased and bank column will be increased. So both the entries will be called as contra entry. Okay. So now both these type of entries will be done both sides, debit and credit both. Here we can see cash withdrawn from bank. It means in cash column the amount will be increasing. So here we will write to bank. We will write C for contra entry and this 10,000 in the debit side of cash. Now from the bank the amount is being deducted. So we will write by cash C for contra and this 10,000 in the bank. Other things will be similar, and after that we will, after writing all types of transactions, we will do the balance. And we will get a balance ready. So this is it for today's video. In the upcoming video we will discuss the 3-column cash book, and after that this chapter will be completed. So you have to practice it from your textbook, and if you find any type of doubt in any query, you can ask. We will be there. Our school will be there to help you out in all your needs. Till then, keep learning, keep studying, and keep focusing on accounts. Till then, bye bye, students.